What treacles? How's it going? So we're back with another episode of the Motley Crew. We're about to, it looks like, lose two of our really key players. Ben Garrett, who is a brilliant goalkeeper. His contract's up at the end of the season, refusing to sign with me. So I've had to basically try and offer him out. Interestingly, Reading want him, but they're not bidding for him at the moment. But Seattle Sounders have come in and made a bid for him, which is 250 up front, and then it rises to 400, which is the best I can expect to get with his contract running out at the end of the season. So I've had to accept it. And also, James Jones has just signed a new contract, but as he did so, Brighton and Villa have started to poke their little heads up and made offers for him. So he's probably going to go to one of those two for around about £600,000-700,000, which will rise up to maybe £1 million, depending on, appearances and stuff. And there's a 40% sell-on clause in both deals, so it's not too bad. But because we're League Two, we've kind of had our hands forced in terms of prices and stuff. But anyway, let's crack on and we'll have a look at how we've got on, and I can show you where we're at in terms of players in and out and all that gubbins. All right, take number 2, because I recorded the Morecambe game away as a live com, and recording software Bandicam has just got on my nerves so much. I've sacked it off and gone back to OBS. Long live OBS. So let's recap what I recapped before again. Transfers in and out. We've got Ben Garrett probably going to Seattle Sounders for 400k in total, plus a 20% next sale fee. Had to accept it. Had no choice whatsoever, really. He's out of contract at the end of the season, as I said earlier, and he just won't renew. James Jones couldn't really reject it. Had that kind of discussion with him where he wanted to use the club as a stepping stone. So if you start rejecting bids, then they get really peed, and then everybody else gets peed and everybody hates you. A bit like real life, really. Anyway, so he's probably going for 600k, 40% sell on though, which is decent, and that will actually go up depending on appearances and whatnot. And then we're going to bring in, hopefully, Jack Dunn on loan from Liverpool. He's a striker, but he can play in a lot of positions. But I just like him I'd like to have him as a bit of a utility option to play in the middle and up top. So somebody who can cover a lot of positions to help us out with when we get fitness issues, injuries and whatnot. So in terms of how we've got on, we had a bit of a higgledy-piggledy after you left us last. We drew 1-1 with Plymouth, as you saw. We then lost 2-0 to promotion rivals Barnet. It's a difficult game. They did deserve to win, though, to be fair. They were far better than we were. We drew 1-0 with Morecambe. Cooper gave us the lead, but then Rose equalised for them. We lost 2-0 really disappointingly to Colchester. They were poor. We should have beaten them. But since then, we've been on a decent little run. We beat Crawley by 2-1. Dagnall and Cooper with our goals. Adi Youssef with Crawley's. We then smashed Cambridge into a week next Tuesday, 6-2. Dagnall, Davis, a Norris own goal, Guthrie and Saunders with the goals for us. We then beat Carlisle 4-1. Dagnall, Unabakir, Kawamia and Ainley with the goals. Former Crewe defender Mark Ellis scoring for Carlisle. We drew 1-1 with Accrington Stanley, and I thought we were going to FM Accrington Stanley because they dominated. They were all over us. You can see 22-7, 53%. We had 5. We got 1 on target and it went in the back of the net. We nearly FM'd them. So nearly FM'd them. But they equalised in the 72nd minute. And in the last live com, our old friend from our Hinkley time in FM16, Mr. Ntumbu Masanka, gave them the lead on 50 minutes. But we turned it round and we won 2-1 thanks to Saunders and Dagnall. Oh, one more thing, I don't know if you noticed, but in this Carlisle game, It was 0-0 at half time, so the second half went absolutely bat crap crazy. So today we've got Mansfield Town in the league away from home. They're 12th in the division. Not sure really what to expect from them in terms of their home form, but we're currently third in the table. But if you look at them on 33, they're not that far off the playoffs, really. In all fairness, they're quite close to the playoff contention. How did we do against them earlier in the season? I can't remember. We beat them 5-1 earlier in the season, so I'm not going to take that as an indication because we were at home, but that's quite encouraging, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's quite encouraging. So we're going to head over to play Mansfield, like I say, away. I would love to get a victory, but I think worst case scenario, we've got to be aiming for a point, haven't we, really? I want the win. What's this telling us to do? Come on, click on. Oh, it's not telling us to do anything yet, is it? Doi. Who makes their most mistakes in the last match? Well, he only made 3. Our players make about 7, so that speaks volumes. Oh, he's going. He's going. You've been fantastic for us. You've had a great time here. We've helped him. We have. I have no qualms selling young players on. We've got a good little fee for him, considering we're a League 2 squad, really. And we've got a bit of a sell on for him. So I'm pleased with that. I'm happy. I'm happy that that's happened. It's been a wonderful time for him. So the next thing is now, we have to have a little look and see who replaces him. Immediately replacing him is Danny Hollands. That's a no-brainer. But we've got Walton and we've got Lowry. I'm going to put Lowry on the bench. Obviously, that might change when we get to game day if fitness is a little bit out. But yeah, £300,000 up front, rising to about 600. That's not too bad again. Well, 170 rising. Huh? So he's oh right, I get you. Yeah, subject. Oh, so it doesn't go up. Oh, bummer. Well, it's still a good deal. It's still a good deal. I thought it went up to around about $1 million, but it doesn't. I've cut that up. But never mind. Yeah, Callum Ainley can take free kicks. Oh wow, really? Really? Okay. What we'll do is we'll do that. No, that's corners, dumbass. We can do that. Who's the corner guy? Who are the best corner takers? I can't believe it. Oh, wow. We have absolutely pap-arse corner takers. I'm just going to have to put Callum Ainley on the corners. But, oh, for God's sake. We'll get there in the end. There we go. Jesus Christ. And throw-ins, we know Danny Hollands has a monster throw-in. So that'll do. That'll do, Pete. That'll do. So that's that. It's saying to go from flexible to structured in terms of team shape. I think I want to listen to him there. I'm going to listen to him and I'm going to try that. Because I think, if I remember rightly, at the point when we played them last time, we were playing structured rather than flexible. So I just got really confused there and I was like, no, Nantwich Town affiliate reports. Why is it saying we're playing them in League 2? This isn't going very well, is it? It's not going very well. I'm under a lot of stress at the moment and it's really showing. It's really showing. Good old Nantwich. Gotta love them. Gotta love them. Managed by Phil Parkinson. Not that Phil Parkinson that manages Bolton, of course. Because he manages Bolton, of course. Peterborough signed Glover on loan. Oh, good for them. I hope it works out wonderfully for them. The under-18s have beaten Huddersfield 2-0. You got the goals. Billy Sass Davies. Ooh la la, what a name. What a name. He's got a bit of sass about him. Hey, see what I did there? I'm just filling time here until we get into this match. I don't know if you've noticed. I'm sure you have. It's awkward for us all. So there, he's capable of playing. Well done, 60%. Failed by Kawamia. He picked up a knock in the last match. He's only out for like 10 days or so. So it's not like the end of the world or nothing. Cooper's in. So Kawamia was on the bench anyway. This guy has been a disaster. I thought we may be able to work with him, but no. Oh, with Garrett's impending transfer to Portland Timbers probably going to go through soon, I have signed Oliver Davies after his release from Swansea. He had a loan spell at Kilmarnock as well, not played any games, but he looks a decent prospect for us, 22 years of age. He's going to be better than Dave Richards, nowhere near as good as Ben Garrett, but to be fair, to find somebody who is good enough to replace Ben Garrett with his ability is difficult. So, I'm pleased with it. I'm very pleased with it. On another note, a wonderful note, a note that we can all be happy about, is the fact that they've patched the issue going from 2D to 3D with the highlights. It's working fine for me. I think some people have still had issues with it, but I've been okay. Well cut out, Davis. I've been okay with it, to be fair. I've been one of the lucky ones, I think. I haven't gone structured, have I? Oh, good Lord, you'd have broke him in half, Ainley, if you'd have copped him then. Well done, in the back air. Can you play it out? No, he's going to run. He's going to run. And he's going to shoot ridiculously wide from ridiculously far out. Let's try going structured. Let's just change it around a bit. See what it does. They've had a lot of possession, but we've had a couple of opportunities on goal. So, it's a tighter affair than the 5-1. That's for sure. Kick him. Well done, Danny Hollands. He really kicked, but terrible distribution from Harry Davis, I think it was. They're going to score. No. George Ray in there. Well done. In the back air to Dagnall. Can he replay? Yes, he's played it out to Cooper. Into Ainley. Will he shoot? He will. He's put it over, though. Fair play. At least he had a crack. Shame he couldn't get it on target. Got to be testing the keeper in those sort of situations, really. But the opening 20 minutes, we've looked strong. They've had a lot more possession, but we've looked quite capable going forwards as they're going to score. Oh, maybe not. Again, the players really laxly trying to take the ball down. It's annoying. Close the ball down, should I say. Well done. Forward to Dagnall, who's been in fine form, and he's really just cut against former Crewe goalkeeper Scott Shearer there. Had, I think, a season at Crewe, and didn't really hit it off at all. I think he played a couple of games and was pretty poor, really. I was a bit disappointed when we signed him. I'd seen him play for Coventry in the past and other teams in the past, and he was really poor. So, that's why I was a bit surprised when we picked him up. Okay. Assertively keep going. It's not had the rousing response I would have had. I hate this pitch. When this sort of pitch comes on with the white all over it, I really struggle to see the ball. I have a bit of colour blindness, so I struggle to see the ball. It's very annoying. Well done, Davis. Here comes Daggers to win a back air to Dagnall. Oh, beautiful, Kirk. Captain Kirk. Well, he's not captain, but Charlie Kirk. A wonderful finish. Well done to that young man. And now we have the weight of the loading highlight, because it's the first one of the game. Tick tock, that's what I say. Look, here's in the back air to Dagnall, and then Dagnall just spots Kirk, who makes his run at the perfect time, and it's 1-0 to Crewe. Really, really pleased with that. It's a wonderful little goal. Ainley picks the ball. Ainley has been fantastic this season. Really has. That's a good ball to Dagnall. He's brought it down to in the back air. In the back air. Oh, what are you doing, man? Will you stop doing that? Then number 2's picked up a conk. Right, Reece Bennett. Right, in the back air, you are playing wonderfully well lately, but because of your inability to not shoot at the slightest opportunity and sky it, I'm bringing you off. But Dagnall, long ball, we're in and we've scored. Well. I did not expect that. Fantastico. Great ball forwards, and Dagnall caught them out completely. And it's 2-0 Crewe. Scott Shearer just basically squatting like a crapping dog. It was very bizarre. But that is it. We're 2-0 up, and I'm happy with that. Right, now we've got that in. Danny Hollands picked up a booking. Oh! That was close, wasn't it? Danny Allen's a Pooper booking, so he can come off the field of play for Billy Bing Bong. Cooper can come off for Lowry. I'm happy with that. That'll do us. That'll do us. Billy Bingham's been unfortunate not to play more, to be fair. Go on. Captain Kirk. He's not captain, I've said it before, but he scored again. 2 in a game. What a time to be alive. Ainley cleared by Goban. There was players around Kirk, I think, who were like, let me shoot it, let me shoot. He's like, no, I'm going to take my time. And he did. But we've got the better. Unless they have some miraculous comeback, we have bested Mansfield again. They're going to get a goal here. I'm going to regret saying what oh no, Ray cuts it out. Ray seems to enjoy pumping the ball forwards for Dagnall, which is something I've not asked them to do. They're going to score. George Ray in there, all of it, the woodwork, and it's come out. Oburn was offside anyway. It's not something I've asked them to do, but they do it and it works. So who am I to disagree? There's Davis to Ainley. Are we going to see this out? Yes, we are. 3-0 to Crewe. Finally, I've won on Livecom. That's fantastic. I've actually done it technically twice because I was recording last time when we beat Morecambe. But 33 shots. Only 12 on target, but we only, that's pretty poor, really. With all those opportunities, we should have put a lot more away. But I ain't going to tell them that because I don't want them to shout at me. But we've beaten them 3-0, and that has pleased me immensely. One is happy with one's team today. And like I say, that keeps us in third, ahead of Barnet with our superior goal difference. And we're going all right, aren't we? Let's be honest. I wanted to be at the beginning of the last episode. We were like fourth, I think, the fifth or fourth. And I said my aim was I think we should be, if I can get my words out, we should be in the top 3, and we are in the top 3. I know it's on goal difference, but we're there, and we've beaten Pompey and Yeovil are up there with us, which is also a massive, massive bonus for us. So it's gone okay. I'm pretty pleased with it. Next episode, I'm not 100% sure when we're going to come back in. I'm torn with the idea of there's going to be a youth intake coming up and mind you, that's quite a bit of a gap. We may do the youth intake or we may do Blackpool away. One of the two. I'll see how I feel at the time. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to spank the like button if you're enjoying this. The like buttons keep me going, you know, they keep the old engines burning. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit me up in the comments, guys. Say hello, you know, let me know you're here. It's always good to have comments on videos, not when they're idiots, but when they're idiots, other people can tell them to get stuffed, and then there's comments, so it's all good. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure being in your face. Bye bye. Like my toggle, I like it. I like my toggle jumper. It's nice.